So I'm aware that there's a lot more to say. You each have different ways of seeing, what's happening right now. Who wants to go first? I'd like to hear more about, what's not been said yet about what your concerns are and what your hopes are.
Well, I just think Donna gets so worried about things, and she kind of, whips the girls up a bit. And
Mother though, like Chels really is like not herself lately. Like she's been in her
So
room.
Jessica, I definitely want to hear from you, and you can go second since I know you have a lot to say right now. But let me just let your mother finish.
right, I just think that we have good kids, and we're a good family, and we're a strong family, and we get along well. And I just think um, Chelsea's going to be fine, and we're going to be fine. And I just think that sometimes we can make, a problem can be made bigger than it really is. And kind of, I just think that that's just what's happening here.
Okay. What's your worst fear about what could happen if the problem is made bigger than what it is?
That Chelsea will have to, she'll become a patient, and we'll
Okay.
make her out to be something that she's really not. And then
Okay.
she'll be in therapy forever.
So you're worried that too much focus on this and worry about this might make Chelsea do worse.
Or maybe
And one more question for you before I give Jessica a turn.
Yeah.
Do you have any experience of that happening to you or other people in your family that you grew up in?
Well, my mother was, and my father, they were both, of course, they never talked about it, but my dad spent a lot of time in bed. He was pretty
Mhm.
just sickly, a lot of stomach problems. And my mother, of course, it was a very long time ago, but she had some depression, but I think it was different back then.
Okay, so you have some experience with people giving into problems or I don't know, what word would you use?
Well, being made into patients.
Being made into patients. Okay. And just, I'm sorry, Jessica, just one more follow-up question. When you, like how in your family were people made into patients? Was it in themselves or other people or a combination?
Well, I think um, they just uh, they just were told that they had to go to doctors, and I don't think the doctors are very good, and I think they ended up on medications, and
Mhm.
they didn't really help them. And I think they might have hastened both of my parents' deaths.
Oh, okay. So that's a pretty significant worry that you're carrying from your history.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for letting me know about that. And Jess?
I mean, Mother, you've never even told us that before. Chels, did you know any of that?
No. So what's it like for you, Jessica, to hear that?
I mean, I just like wish we talked more like that more often, maybe. Like Mother's like not even ever home. Like I talked
Mhm.
about them missing my basketball game because of like Chelsea's cutting, but like Mother like misses my games all the time. So like it's fine. But like it'd be nice if maybe we talked more, but it's fine.
I'm the reason we have a roof over our head, so we have.
Okay, so I hear that it's hard to hear what Jessica's saying, and let me just give her a little more space. So it sounds like, Jessica, you appreciated hearing more about your mom's history, and when she said about the history in her family that may be connected to her current stance about Chelsea, how did that affect you?
I mean, I guess like it kind of makes sense, but I still feel like Mother's just like not hearing are like not even really like seeing that Chelsea's having a really hard time right now. And like,
Okay. So what do you think it's important for mother to know about um your concerns?
just that like mom really needs her to be around more, and that like it would mean a lot. Like I feel like I'm always the one that's like making sure Chelsea's okay and like reminding her to do her homework. And like, I feel like I'm the one who's always trying to help Chels. And it would just be nice if like you were around more often too.
So you
Like you
you
could
feel
just
like,
not, you could leave me alone.
okay, hold on, hon. I'll get to you next. So Jessica, it sounds like you kind of wish that your mother was around more for some of your things and also would help your mom and relieve you of you're feeling like you need to help around the house and take care of Chelsea because of.
Yeah, and I'm like gonna start the college application process soon. And like I said, I got an A- on one of my AP bio tests, and like that's just not okay. I just feel like things are just more stressful than they need to be. And it would be nice if mother was around more.
So you have some pretty high standards for yourself.
Yeah.
Yep. So an A- is not okay?
No.
Really? Huh. When you get an A-, what ends up happening for you?
I mean, like it's fine. It's like I just like need to work harder. I just didn't study enough. So maybe if I studied more.
Can I ask Chelsea what she thinks goes on with you when you're not?
Yeah, but like this isn't about me. This is about Chelsea.
Okay. But is it okay if I ask her?
It doesn't have to be about me either. I'm fine.
Okay, so Chelsea, I'm curious, when you hear your sister talking about all her worries and the world, that kind of the weight that she's feeling on her shoulders, what are you thinking? Or
I mean, my sister's a good person. I know she tries to help. I know she cares about me. I appreciate that. But I'm 14 years old. I'm not a baby. I can take care of myself. So maybe if she just didn't worry about me so much, then she would have more space to do her studying and get her perfect grades and all that.
do you think there's anything that you end up doing that makes it hard for her not to worry?
I mean, I get people are worried now. I get that.
Mhm.
But otherwise, I don't know. I think I'm just a teenager. I think it's fine. I think, I think she can just focus on herself a little bit more,
So you would like her to focus.
I have to worry
What-
about you. Like, Chels, come on.
So it's hard for you to not worry about her, Jess. Chelsea, can you say more about how you understand that people are worried about you now? Like, give me a little more info about that.
Well, the school freaked out and now mom's really upset and now we're in
But Chels, that's
this
not the first time.
meeting.
Like, that's not the first time you've come.
Jessica, I'm appreciating your info, but I really want to hear from Chelsea. So it seems like Chelsea's pretty worried about you. And you're saying there's a part of you that gets that. Could you just say more about how you get it? What is it that you get that she's worried about?
Yeah, okay. Sometimes I'm not always 100% happy. Like I said earlier, I guess sometimes I'm grouchy. And I guess everybody doesn't do what I did, but a lot of people do. It's not that big of a deal.
So you mean the cutting is not that big of a deal?
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
I mean,
So,
it's not
but
like I
can,
tried to kill myself or anything.
so you weren't trying to kill yourself. What were you trying to do?
Just, I don't know. It just helps me feel better. I can't explain it.
Okay. So you're feeling pretty not happy and that seems to help you feel better and you don't understand why. But you do kind of get why some people
Yeah,
would be
I
worried about
guess.
it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we haven't heard from you, Donna.
Very difficult to hear that my baby, my precious daughter, is struggling right now, and that she feels better when she cuts herself as opposed to coming to me and talking to me about these things. So I feel like I've let you down, Chelsea, in some way.
I'm fine, Mom. You're fine.
Um,
You guys do a great job. It's fine.
Actually, Donna, it sounds like you have a question for Chelsea. And it sounds like embedded in what you said, it sounds like you're saying, what got in the way of you talking to me about your unhappiness? Is that what you're?
Yeah, I think that's it. For a long time, Chelsea could come to me about anything.
Okay,
You
so
know,
let's see if we can give her, can you ask her that? Can you ask her if she's willing to contemplate that question?
Chelsea, what's changed that you don't feel that you can come to me anymore like you used to when you were little?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not little anymore. You know, it's just different. I'm a teenager now. Like I can handle stuff on my own, you know?
What would
Doesn't
be
mean
the,
you've done anything wrong.
what would be the downside of talking to your parents or your mom about your unhappiness?
I mean, first of all, I'm not like unhappy all the time.
Mhm.
I guess just you know, she worries, she gets upset, she blames herself.
Okay.
It's just easier, you know, like I don't want to,
So you're worried if you talk to your mom about your
I don't want
unhappy.
to cause more problems.
Okay. So you're thinking that if
But
you
now
talk,
look at us.
yeah, exactly. So it sounds like in an effort to not cause a more problem is happening. So it sounds like you're worried about talking to your mom for support because she might get upset and you don't want to deal with that. And it also sounds a little bit like you want to be able to handle things on your own because you're growing up. Is that right?
I mean, yeah, I'm 14. I'm not a baby.
Mhm.
You know, mother's never home, and Jessica, you know, she's worried about getting an A minus, so she has things she has to focus on. I'm just I'm fine on my own.
Try
How
to
long?
explain to you guys that I got a promotion so I could make more money so you guys could have the things you need and the trips we want to go on. But now I have to manage 40 people and I do that all day long. And when I come
You
home,
always throw in our face that you're the breadwinner.
Donna, let's
Yes.
just one person at a time. And I do have this thing that I like. I want to hear what's going on, but if you can talk about your feelings instead of from them. So it sounds like what Cynthia's saying is getting you mad, and we can give you some time for that. But first, Cynthia, what's your intention of letting everybody know right now that what you're talking about? What are
Well,
you
that
trying to say?
I'm trying to tell people that it's not that I don't care about them, but that I have this really big job with a lot of pressure and our company hopefully will succeed and it may not. and I have to do my job, and I want this other stuff to be handled.
Okay, so it sounds like you're hearing that people may feel like you're not caring about them because your work is taking up such a big amount of your time. Is that right?
That's right.
But it sounds like that's hard to hear. Is that right?
Well, I don't think they're giving me credit for all the things I do.
Yeah. So it's hard for you to hear that they don't appreciate all you're doing for the family when it's pulling you away from the family. And it sounds like you want to make sure that they know that you care about them. Is that right?
I think it's obvious that I care about them.
Okay, so that's interesting because
I mean, like, it's not,
you wish. Well, it sounds like you wish it was obvious, and for some reason, your absence. I'm guessing because they care about you and they wish you were around more, that they're taking your absence kind of personally, and maybe even just missing you. I think that's possible.
I don't know. They seem to have a good time without me. So
So you're
Yeah.
not so sure whether people miss you. So let me pause. Donna, I know you want to say some things, but let me pause and ask, underneath the tension, who's missing Mother and Cynthia?
I don't know, maybe if I didn't get an A-, Mother would be around more.
Oh, so you think everything is because of your stupid A-? Really?
I mean, I'm trying really hard to, like, maybe if I was like perfect, maybe Mother would want to be around more. Like, I don't know.
Let me pause you for a sec. Cynthia, do you want to respond to that?
I think you're a great student, Jessica. I'm very proud of you. And I am away from work because I have to keep my job and keep our family together.
Okay. So, Donna, there's a lot has been said between when you were going to say something and now. So what are you wanting to say at this moment?
I really want to say is, when we started this journey of having a family, we made a decision. It was a mutual decision that I would be primarily the one being home and that Cynthia would be the primary breadwinner. But what's happened over time is Cynthia is very ambitious. She seeks every opportunity for advancement. And with all that ambition means she's away more, she has more responsibility. Every time we try to reach her, she's in a meeting, she's in a conference call, she's not available. And so she doesn't really pay attention to what's going on. And she wants
So
to.
I'm going to ask you to say what this is like for you, because I'm imagining being Cynthia and you're kind of telling her what she's doing, but what would I think might help the conversation would be if you could say what it's like for you.
What it's like for me is that I feel like I'm just barely hanging on. My role as a parent, as a mother, is extremely important to me. It's what I value more than anything. And I can't do this by myself. We don't parent together anymore. It's all on me.
So
And
when was the last time when you felt like you were able to parent together in the way that you want to?
Before Cynthia took this latest promotion where she's managing 40 people.
And when was that?
About a year ago.
About a year ago. Okay. And when did you start worrying about Jessica and Chelsea?
Now that I think about it, maybe a few months into that period of time.
Okay. And I'm wondering, I asked Cynthia about how her strong feelings that she's experiencing about her views about the family might be related to her family of origin, the family she grew up in. I'm wondering if you're seeing any connections between your position, the role that you have, how your feelings about stuff, and how that might be connected in the family.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can I go? This doesn't even have anything to do with me. Like, we're talking about they're talking about their family of origin and their issues. And like, I just don't want to do this.
So, okay, would you be willing to give me 20 more minutes of your time? I hear that it's hard to
All right.
listen to this, but if you give me about 20 more minutes of your time, I just want to get some information and see if there's something that we could do. There's feels like there's a lot of tension in your family, and it's not just you. So the good news is there's a lot of tension and it's not just you. And the bad news is that we're not just focusing on you. So I would love to get a little more information and then figure out if there's something that I can do to be helpful so that you can all be a little happier. Because I'm sensing that
I mean, I
everybody.
guess that's a fair point.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for
I appreciate
indulging.
that you're not just focusing on me.
Okay, good. All right, so let me just get back to your mom. Thank you. So Donna, I was asking you to think about what's really up for you and what's pressing and what's tense. I get that it's related to this, but I'm wondering if there's something that's making you extra upset that it feels like a repeat from the past.
Yeah. Obviously we've been together a long time, and my in-laws are very superficial, very guarded. They never really talk about emotions. They don't talk about feelings. Very different than my own childhood. And that's something that, I knew that about her. I just never thought it was going to impact our family the way it has.
But was there something in your own family about not it sounds like you're feeling like you don't have enough support and that you have to do the yeoman's job, like all the work, and that you're feeling unsupported. Is that something that predated your relationship?
Well, I grew up in a family. My mother stayed home. She didn't go back to work till much later. My dad worked 1 or 2 jobs, but I never remember it being like this. I always felt when he was home, it was family time. He was available. He was home every night for dinner.
So it sounds like if I'm getting it right, you married somebody different who came from a different kind of family, and you're part of you is wanting to recreate the family that you had, but it's not working. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's true.
Okay. So I'm wondering, there was one other question that I had. Give me a minute. I guess one thing that would be helpful for me before I pause and talk to my colleagues again is, what is each person's ideal vision of the family? Just a really brief bumper sticker about that.
Do you mean what we would see as the ideal vision for us moving forward?
Yeah, given where you are now, like where's and something that's realistic but better, like what would you wish could be just a little bit better?
I wish Cynthia was home more, and just more connected to us, and was listening and more attentive to us.
Does that seem realistic?
I guess you have to ask Cynthia.
Well, but I'm asking you. Like, say it couldn't change the amount of time. I don't know whether it can or not, but say the amount of time that she was away couldn't change. Is there any other way that you might feel more connected, or she could be more connected,
Okay.
even if she was still traveling and working a lot?
Okay, so we have the ability to still communicate, whether we can do Skype or Zoom or something. So even if she's not physically there, we could have family meetings. We could probably talk more.
Family meetings.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What's wrong with
Okay.
that?
All right. So you would like to have more family discussions
Yeah.
regardless. Okay. And Chelsea, do you feel like going next?
I don't care if you want me to. I don't know. I mean, I wish things could just be just better. I wish
Just
people
give me
realize
one, that you're what?
I mean, I'm 14. I'm not a baby. I wish people could just relax and leave me alone, and that we could have some fun again like we used to.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish Mother was home. I wish Jessica wasn't always freaking out about A minuses, and
So just give me one quick idea about what fun, given at your age, what fun together might look like.
I don't know, we could watch a movie together, or we could go somewhere, or I don't know.
All right, sounds good. And Jessica?
Like, I guess it would be better if like mom wasn't always so worked up about things. Like mom is always just like anxious and stressed and like annoyed that mother's not around so much. And I feel like sometimes like I just want mom to like chill and relax and not be so like over the top about everything. And maybe like, yeah, it'd be nice if mother, like kind of like what Chell said, actually, if we like spent more time together just having fun. And like, Chels, I'm sorry I'm so stressed about my grades, but like it's just really important to me to get good grades. It's like part of my like who I see myself as. And I think if you worked hard, Chels, you could get good too. And sorry, I'm always like trying to push you, but I know you can do it and you just like don't. So
All right, so let me just stay
I
on the
work
theme.
hard.
Hold-
Like, you think I don't work hard? You think I don't
I
do
only
anything?
have 20, hey, Chelsea and Jessica, I only have 20 minutes to work a little magic here. So give me, just let me just get your mother's idea about what she wished would be different.
Well, really two things. One is I would love for us to be able to have discussions that didn't get so dramatic, that we could just have a calm, even discussion.
this isn't even
Wait, wait. Wait, can I pause you?
Yes.
I'm pausing Jessica.
Okay.
You're just proving her point. She's saying, I don't want drama, and you're interrupting her, which could be defined as drama with a small d. So give her some space, please. Thank you.
So that was my first point, is if we could just, especially with my wife, I would love that. Less,
So you want to be able to have calmer conversations.
not this wall of complaints all the time.
Okay.
But I was also going to say, I don't like traveling out all these places. Everybody thinks I'm out there having a good time. And I hate sleeping in a hotel room by myself. So I was thinking maybe one of the things we could do is maybe you guys could start to come with me when I have to travel. And maybe we could, now that you're older, maybe we could start to have, I could, include you guys and get an extra hotel room. And maybe that could be a way where I don't have to travel so much by myself. And we could.
So you would like to actually,
I mean, would we?
wait. I'm sorry. In the interest of time, I'm gonna end this phase. So, I don't know how much time we've taken up. Just I'm kind of talking about this for a second, but in the interest of time, we need to end this phase for the class. So I just want to summarize what you said. So you're saying that you don't really like traveling by yourself, and if there were some, first of all, you would like to have calmer conversations with everybody and with your wife, and second of all, you'd like to try to find a way, even with all your travel, to find some family time.
Right.